for us, we are coming at it from the tradition of Dzogchen. This is absolutely crucial. And you've got to take it into your blood and bones that you are a Buddha. You're not going to create emptiness. You're not going to create consciousness. You're going to discover what is already there. Yeah, so in the presentation with Venerable Geshe-la, he's looking, a lot of it comes from cause and effect. In Dzogchen, there's no cause and effect. And we go to Allah, he is not caused, he's the uncaused. And we go to Buddha nature, it's not caused. When we're studying emptiness, if you take it as a philosophy, you will be in trouble. Yeah, like as a belief. Because nothing can be said about it. It's a mystery. And these are fingers pointing to that mystery. And the fingers themselves, when we get to this level, are very mysterious. And there's many different, hopefully God willing, we will look at different ways of approaching this Heart Sutra, and there's many different ways. And when we go through the stages of emptiness, it's just logic. And someone else's logic can look right at one other time, and someone else's logic can look right at another time, and someone else's logic can look right at another time. And we go into what came first, the chicken and the egg. This very profound understanding that something must come from a cause, the cause must come from an effect, and they cannot find the beginning to that. But God is uncaused. But then, and that's beyond cause and effect. So it's beyond the mind, so it doesn't matter what you think about it, you'll never understand it with the mind. So when we're going through these different understandings of reality, if you take them as a belief, you go, oh no, emptiness is this and that, then you're in trouble. One of these explanations at one point will move something in your consciousness. Something will click and a deeper veil will be unlifted. And the teachings that don't make sense now will make sense in the future, and the teachings that make sense now won't make sense in the future, and they will shift. And you'll have to hear it again and again and again and again. It's like you're on an acid trip. And I remember being with my friend on an acid trip and trying to, you know why, just we were mucking about, but he couldn't decipher the form of this picture. And I was just having to explain it to him for like about half an hour or something, just having fun. And then when the trip starts to wear off, I'm just pointing at the same thing, then he sees it. Yeah. But the words still triggered his experience of seeing it again. But until the karma was ripe, he couldn't see it. But without the words, he wouldn't see it. And so we've got to understand it like this, and that it might take us 20, 30 years for like really deeper levels of what the words mean to arise in us as a direct experience. But saying the words now is like chipping away. Even though we may not think you're realizing anything, it is something's happening. It's very important when we're studying this and looking into it, we don't get frustrated. Yeah. You just feel blessed to listen to these holy beings explaining the nature of reality as best they can. But it can't be explained. It's really important, you understand? It can't be explained. if you're really intellectual, you can really, like Tsongkhapa, realize emptiness because of the penetration of your intellect. Like really, it's, I mean, if that's what you're into, you're probably better off going studying with some geshes. And that's what they do. So, I mean, our path is devotion and yogi, like the Dzogchen ways. The Dzogchen ways, like through experience, yoga experience, and the Kagyus to some extent. They just like stop yakking and sit. But our understanding, it will help, because we believe in the I so much. And when we're doing these, we're chipping away, like again and again. The Buddha's saying to you, your I doesn't exist. Your I that you're relating to doesn't exist. You're looking, it seems to exist. And he's going, it doesn't exist like that. It doesn't exist like that.